Hello, Roger at Wuthering Heights Consulting, and this is the VELCO Weather Hazards Outlook. This is valid on this Friday, September the 5th. This will be valid through Thursday, next September the 11th. And what we're looking at here right now is you can see a broad southwesterly flow. We have a cold frontal system that's off to the north and west across the Great Lakes and then the upper Midwest. This is being pushed along by an area of higher pressure. And a strong southwesterly flow had a little bit of fog earlier on this morning. That's now cleared on out. We're looking at a pretty toasty day today. And you'll see some of the heat indices here in a second. This is going to be temperatures, ambient air temperatures, probably in the mid, even a few upper 80s. Heat indices generally from 85 to near 90 degrees. You can see the area around north of us, around Montreal, and then back into the southern parts of New England. They're going to be the warmest, but some areas locally to Vermont as well. Here's the temperature, 24-hour temperature change, and you can see what this cold front is about approximately. Those are temperatures that are colder in the last 24 hours. Out ahead of that cold front, across the upper Midwest here, you can see where temperatures are warming. Lightning shows this is real-time lightning taken earlier this morning, and you can see about where that front is. Some thunderstorm activity, fairly powerful stuff across Michigan and central Great Lakes, and also an impulse. It looks like some lake breeze effects in the eastern Great Lakes. Also something up around James Bay, Canada as well. This will all be headed our way for Saturday. Now taking a look at the computer modeling here, you can see we're starting out today, and there's the cold front, area of higher pressure across our region supplying that southwesterly flow that's going to bring our warm and sultry afternoon and into tonight. Now this frontal system gets in here. It looks like most of it really during the morning into the about mid to late afternoon. Northern areas will of course see it first as it tracks on through. A lot of the thunderstorm activity should be just about done with this as we get late in the day. An area of higher pressure will begin to build into the region across the plains and upper Midwest, Great Lakes, and supply us with some really nice weather. A little bit of an autumn chill to it, starting out on Sunday with highs only about 65 to 70, but that 1027 millibar high pressure system will be holding its own and bringing us fair weather for some time to come. Now, beyond that, you can see a little impulse working in off to the south and east of our region off the southern New England coast. But then this impulse here will start to be the lead impulse. That'll affect us on about Wednesday afternoon, Wednesday evening. Really is not a big deal. It looks like mostly affects northern sections of Vermont. The more impressive system comes a little bit later the next day on Thursday. We might have some gradient wind issues. Gradient winds being a southeasterly wind and potential downsloping. So we'll have to watch that. That would happen along about either late Thursday or into Friday, probably setting up somewhere along about Thursday night. And that impulse works on out, and it'll be followed by yet another area of higher pressure. Here's precipitation. Now, in our general area, we're looking at roughly about 1.5 inches from the inset, folks, and a fair amount of precipitation associated with Saturday's a storm, and of course the next one's to follow over the course of the next 7 days. But the main area there along the coast, and then you can see where that frontal boundary is all across that particular region. Now off over the monsoon has been pretty impressive. That's working its way up from Mexico and into the desert southwest, and places like the deserts of Southern California will be affected. And there has been a series of tropical systems that have been working off the coast of Baja. Here's our temperatures for the course of the next 7 days, our maximum temperature anomalies, and you can see where there's cooler air off to the parts of Canada and the central part of North America, but we remain pretty warm, running about 3 degrees above normal. You can see where there's a large area of cooler conditions across the upper Midwest, and this will be working in toward Vermont, but we're going to average above normal in the course of this period just thereafter, 3 to 7 days out. Here's your temperatures for the meteogram by Iowa State. And you can see today's high temperature is the warmest, around 85 degrees. It'll be still pretty sultry during the nighttime, and during the day on Saturday, temperatures around 75 to near 80 per the European model. And then we take a big dive as drier air works in behind that cold front. We'll see temperatures be knocked back down to near seasonal, and that is temperatures generally in the low 70s for highs. The coldest night we're going to see, it looks like, will be Sunday night into Monday morning, where temperatures only get down into the 40s. Again, this is based off Montpelier. Checking the dew point temperatures, pretty sultry, 65 to near 70 degree dew points. And it looks like the peak of that is going to be during the afternoon on Saturday. Once the front goes on by, that drier air entrains, and we're headed for some really nice fresh conditions as we head into basically Sunday through, it looks like, about Wednesday. And then thereafter, we're going to start to see a buildup of humidity. That doesn't really happen until we get into Thursday, as we're back into the mid 60s by that point in time, and that could be fuel for thunderstorms way down the road. Looking at the tropics, there is an easterly wave that has come off of the coast of Africa. There's about a 30% chance of tropical cyclone formation for the next 5 days. And there's numerous systems back across Africa. But this is interesting because they hit the Cape Verde Island region, and tropical water temperatures are a little bit cool. This one looks like it has a chance to make it further to the west, and something we'll have to watch, but no threats for the next 7 days. Here's a quick look at sea surface temperatures and looking at what will be a developing El Nino. Looks like it'll end up somewhere around the light to moderate category, and something we'll be watching down the road. This will have ramifications for our winter forecast. That's it. Thanks for watching. Roger Hill, Wuthering Heights Consulting.